It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been a good season for them so far, and they're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Cleveland.
fielded just outside the goal line. Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Ready. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 33, here's second down at a yard. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
For Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Oh, a heck of a move. Man.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Throwing here, Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But we always talk about coaches say we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that,
left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now 2nd and 9. Al down to throw it.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Browns defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Now Howell.
That's Samuel, caught left side. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense back out there.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Powell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw, Howell. And that one too wide and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Here comes the pressure, and the Browns block it. And they will have possession, 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 15. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson.
This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Thompson Robinson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Browns take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Howell throwing on first down here.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Howell, complete. It's Dotson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down, Howell to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense set to take over again.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And Howe will throw it.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2nd down. Howe back to pass.
A little short pass. This is Everett. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On 1st down, Howe.
His throw incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
One last shot before the break. Howe. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Option left. Howe's going to run with it.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's Howe. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Again, 22 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
Now a 1st carry here for Robinson.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Now Howe. Samuel bringing in the slant.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howell.
He finds his man, Pollard. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Sam Howell.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Howell down to throw it.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That one is slant to McLaurin. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Trying to run for it with Pollard.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only...
Here we go, set. Ready.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So the Browns... Possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Set.
Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it?